K9PQ. I'm afraid I'm in and out tonight. I can't stick around. So have a good net, but I'm afraid I'm out of here. See you, K9PQ.
Okay, thanks for that, Bob. And this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. I'm Dave, KD7BYM, the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, taking check-ins now. And come forth if you want to join the net.
N7QO, Form 7 November. N7QO.
N7QO, we got you. I heard somebody else.
WW7N, just my transmitter can't quite make the trip, but hopefully I'm going to come through on the echo link as a transmit, and I'll listen on my receiver.
WW7N, I got that.
Connected, N7KC.
And we got N7KC. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We had K9PQ check in and check out. He was busy this evening. Haven't heard from Ron, KD7QKU yet this evening. And we have James, WU7N checked in, and Jim, N7QO. Anybody else like to check in? Okay, let's try James, WU7N, see if he's there.
Okay, thank you, Dave. See if we can get the echo out of the echo link and get a picture going here. I certainly appreciate you guys logging in. I hope all is going well with K9PQ tonight. Definitely cooling off. I guess the National Weather Service is calling for a 70% chance of rain tonight. So, actually looking at it for the next week, it looks like it's going to be pretty wet. Plants will enjoy that. Have to put some of the outdoor activities on hold, I guess, for a bit. So anyway, that's it for the first round for me, WU7N in Northeast Bellevue. Looks like we got a pretty good loopback picture on 1.2 gigahertz coming tonight. I think I'm seeing myself reasonably well, about a 4, I guess. So just an occasional little burp of interference. Also, I saw a really good picture of you, Dave, tonight, and I haven't seen anybody else. So let me go ahead and turn it back to you. This is WU7N.
WU7N is KD7BYM. No, I can see my picture on the internet. It was looking fine there with a streaming video, but I'm not getting anything coming back at 1.2 gigs this evening. I fired up my transmitter yesterday afternoon, and I had a good picture coming in at 1.2, so I don't know why it seems to not want to happen now, unless the rain that we have has just made a bunch of leaves come out on popular trees and blocked my view coming back in at 1.2, but I seem to be getting out okay. I look at the internet streaming. So with that, let's go over to Jim, N7QO.
N7QO. Thank you, Dave. Well, I see both of you on the 1.2. I could tell that I have a signal there, but I can't even make out a silhouette. The repeater is not in its constant transmit mode. It may make a bit of a difference.
Also, I don't seem to be receiving the streaming as of yet. So can't get any luck there. But it was a nice day around here. We didn't get a whole lot of precipitation. We definitely need some precipitation around here, and I've been doing quite a bit of yard work the past couple of days. I have to say that. Cleaned out all of my gutters in preparation for the rain. Cleaned out my garage, cleaned out the sidewalk, the driveway. Quite a bit of progress since the weather's been nice and pleasantly warm. Maybe too warm for some people, but pleasantly warm for me. Let's see, I have 61 degrees at the house in Covington right now, and the ground is a little bit wet. I guess it was drizzling a little bit earlier, but no precipitation now. Calm winds. Back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
And 7QO, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. I'm Dave, 87BYM. Anybody else who would like to check in? Hearing none, again, this is Dave, 87BYM, and I'm not being able to see a 1.2 gig picture coming back to me at this particular time, although I do see myself coming in on the 434 frequency that's streaming on the net, so that's a solid picture there. So I think probably the vegetation is growing up around, like I said, I tried yesterday afternoon, fired up the system, and I got a return picture that looked pretty good, so I have no idea what's going on right now. And here in Lake City, I've got 62 degrees outside. Inside the shack is 71 degrees. I had to go visit the dentist this morning for a little tooth cleaning and a little exam. And from that, it looks like I may have to have some more serious dental work done in the next 4 or 5 months. Looking at possibility of bridge or go in with a replacement tooth. So anyway, the bridge takes about 30 days to complete everything, but if you go in and you have an implant put in, it takes almost 8 months. So anyway, it's a 2-step procedure. It's not an overnight system to it, but surprisingly, the implant is only 1/3 more in cost than having a bridge done, so at least the prices come down on that. So anyway, that's what's been going on here. Got some domestic chores done today. So I'll move it back up to James, WW7ATS.
Okay, Dave. I was trying to hard key the repeater on, so anybody with a weaker signal might be able to get through. I'm going to pause for a minute. Does it look like we're hard keyed on?
Now I'm getting about a P1 picture from you coming back in at 1.2 on RF.
Okay, well, people are going around the loop. I'm going to check my PL tone. I think that could be why I'm not getting a proper command code in there. Well, I'm glad to hear that the price of implants has come way down. Last time a friend of mine got one of those done, it was quite expensive. I guess it takes longer because you have to pack some kind of magic stuff up there and let your natural jaw grow around it, is the explanation I got. Anyway, I hope that goes well for you. Dental work's not a lot of fun, but I guess it's a good thing to have considering the alternative. I'll tell the funny I stumbled onto today, and everyone might get a laugh out of this. For a long story, I might be up for possibly becoming a lab rat in a medical study. And I said, well, it didn't involve stem cells. And one physician I was talking with said, well, anything that involves stem cells is so outrageously expensive now. Either that or it's a complete fake. And just for fun, while we were talking on the phone, she checked the ever helpful internet and looked on Amazon. And oh gosh darn, if somebody isn't selling some sort of stem cell pills on Amazon, which of course are a complete fraud and a complete fake. But Lord only knows what's really in them. I would assume flour or sugar or something. But we thought that was hilariously funny that somebody on Amazon was selling pills that are supposed to have to do something with stem cells. So anyway, that was my laugh of today. Is I guess on the internet you can find someone who will sell anything to anybody that you want. So let me go ahead and check the L zone and pass it back to you, Dave.
Okay, no problem with that. Let's go on down to Jim in 720. It could be a shorty tonight.
Thank you, Dave. 720. Well, I can't quite tell if the repeater is in its on mode or not just yet. Okay, there. It is not. It is not yet hard keyed. But the good news is now I see a stream. But the bad news is I do not see myself on the stream. So let's see. Nuts. Jim, you asked something. I don't remember what it was. I'm slightly distracted here. Dave, implants. Yeah, I need an implant as well. And yes, it is certainly a long process. I contemplated a bridge myself, but okay, that looks better. Thank you. So I contemplated a bridge myself, but it was explained to me that they would have to essentially damage the two adjacent teeth, one on each side of the bridge. And so I thought, well, I don't really want to do that. But I have not yet started the process for a bridge. So, another loose end in my life. But I think probably a bridge might be an acceptable alternative, but I would guess that an implant would last a lot longer. I don't know, I've known people who have gone both ways. Reset. And people who've been relatively pleased both ways. So I guess it's a matter of personal preference and what your insurance will pay. Other than that, it's a matter of finding a good place to go. There are places out there that advertise relatively inexpensive implants. I think it's 1995implant.com, or maybe it's 1999implant.com, something like that. So $2,000, and I don't know how much the insurance would pay for that. Worth investigating. I went to a fellow who was participating in that, but he explained that in order to remove my existing tooth, he would have to do something bizarre. So I sort of hesitated on that, and I'm thinking, still contemplating going to the oral surgeon to have the broken tooth removed. But dentists are not fun. I wish you luck on your decision there, Dave. Back to you, KD7ZYM and 7QO.
N7QO, this is KD7ZYM. Yeah, you hit the price about right, around $2,000, and insurance takes care of about $500. And I'm getting about a P2 picture from you once the repeater went on hard, and you can make out almost a facial expression on you. So anyway, $2,000 on that, and the problem with the bridge is if either one of the adjoining teeth has a problem, you might lose the bridge. So anyway, with an implant, if the other two teeth goes bad, you got your implant that's up and running. That's what I was told. So anyway, that was the good news I got from my dentist. It wasn't too bad. It just means that my children are going to be chopped off a little bit of their inheritance. So let's go back up to WW7N, James.
Okay, well, I'm glad I was able to get the repeater hard-coded on. And I guess maybe I'll have to add that to my checklist of things to do before the net to be ready to do that. I don't know if anybody's heard what happened to Ron. I see N7KT is logged on, so I don't know if we want to pause for a moment and see if N7KT is out there.
I tried calling him in earlier, but he didn't seem to show up on Echolink. And as far as Ron, he was off to a funeral for a friend of the family, and he thought they might go out to dinner this evening, so he wouldn't maybe be on the net tonight. So there's a possibility maybe later he'll check in. We'll see what happens with that. So I'll turn it back to you, WU7N.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Yeah, because I'm on Echolink now. Oh, sorry, I forgot to comment that. I'm on Echolink, and I don't know if you can make this out, but upper right-hand corner it says N7KT, which usually indicates that he's on, but it could be that maybe this is an auto login he has set up, or maybe he logged on and then needed to go do something else. I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm going to get the picture back up. And I'm trying a backlight tonight. I don't know if it's working very well. I noticed that when my head blocks the main source of illumination, the picture is okay, a little dark in the face, and the skin tone's much better on my actual PC than what I'm seeing as it comes back on the loop back. So I might try something different next time around, change the lights around a bit. Well, anyway, looking ahead for the next few days. Tomorrow I'll be going to Renton Fish and Game with a few friends. That's always an enjoyable time. And then depending on the weather, I guess I'll have to make some more progress on cleaning some things out around the house here inside. And a couple pieces of furniture. I currently have in a tent that I'll need to move. And so that's hopefully what I'll get done by the end of the week. You guys can ask me on Saturday if that really happened or not. Okay, so this is James, WU7N. There's an ID. And let me go ahead and turn it back to you, Dave.
Can anybody hear me? N7KT? ID was a P5 picture. So who knows what's happening up there for your information. And so we go to Jim, N7QO, with his P2 pictures.
Well, while you were talking, Dave, Lee came on the echo link, if you would. He asked if anyone could hear him. I could hear him. Might want to check with him real quick.
N7KC, N7KC, it is KD7ZYM. Are you out there on echo link on the 08 machine?
N7KC, this is James on Echolink. Dave is calling for you. Do you hear him when he calls on the repeater?
I do. I don't know what's going on. N7KC Lee in Port Angeles. Yeah, I've been listening to the net, but I haven't been able to get in. But I can hear myself coming back on the stream right now. So anyway, I think I'm in there. Anyway, good to hear you, James, and Jim over in Covington, and Dave. And I didn't know Ron was not going to be here tonight, but I understand from Dave that he's off at a funeral or some such. Anyway, I'm not entirely certain that this is working properly. So anyway, this is Lee in 7KC in Port Angeles. Back to you, Dave.
Heard you loud and clear there, N7KC Lee, that came in, and Jim had a question for you. N720, go ahead.
No, I did not have a question for him. I was just mentioning that I heard him just fine. Apparently he was trying to transmit at the same time that you were, Dave, so you missed him. Lee, this was the first time that I heard you, so prior times if you tried to check in, we did not hear anything. Back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
Okay, N7QO and S, and I do get out here again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. Is there anybody else that would like to check into the net this evening?
K7HYB.
K7HYB, Gary. Got you checked in? Okay. And this is Dave, KD7ZYM in Lake City. Well, let's see. All we have this evening is K9PQ Bob had checked in early on the net and had to check out because he had some things going on. WU7N signed into the net and had a picture up. And Jim, N7QO, had some video up. And Lee, N7KC, is coming in on Echolink without video. And Ron, KD7QKU, is out this evening. And so now, let's go to Gary, K7HYB.
And good evening, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo. Checking in the lights. I'm not ready for audio. Let me mute the streaming here. And the streaming is halfway decent tonight. Let's see. Let me see if I can get some video going here. There we are. Good evening, all. I just got in a little late. We had to go retrieve a set of keys in Snohomish for our car that we dropped up there. We were in a panic because we couldn't figure out where they were at. So, fortunately, the people at the restaurant managed to track them down for us, so we can retrieve them tonight. And I just got back in the door here about 10 minutes ago, so I had things already fired up. It was just a matter of getting the transmitter online. There we go. Not a bad picture tonight. We don't have much. I'm still working on the grand streaming. I've been busy with I've been busy with my business, and so I've been kind of sidetracked. So that hasn't been on my agenda. But it will come to the top of the list again here pretty soon. So I'm starting to clear some stuff out of here. I can't take any more work. I've got no more floor space. I'm stepping over stuff now, so I got to get customers to come and get their gear and pay me for it, so I can get some more stuff in and refocus my attention to other things. Anyway, signal's not too bad tonight. I haven't looked at the live side yet, so I'll take a look and see what the live side looks. Back to you, Dave. 87ZYM, K7HYB.
K7HYB, KD7ZYM. Let's see if we can get Lee, N7KC up.
Yes, indeed. This is N7KC Lee in Los Angeles. And I hear myself on the stream. I'm getting audio on the stream. Okay. Dave, you look really good on the stream. I can see Jim. When finally I think the machine was turned on hard, Jim started to come in. And I saw Gary. Good evening, Gary. My first opportunity to say hello. And James has got a great picture tonight, too. Anyway, well, I don't really have a lot to add here. I'm just sitting here listening and whatnot. So, I don't know. When I don't have the ability to have Ron patch me in, it's not quite the same, but anyway. So anyway, I don't have much else over here. It's 57 degrees, just like Covington Jim's got. We started out with 65 and sunny this morning, and then this afternoon it progressed into a kind of a heavy overcast. And I would call it chilly tonight. You need a jacket on, I think, if you went out here. Anyway, enough of that. This is N7KC Lee. I'm in here courtesy of Echo Link, and I'm going to send it back to you, Dave. Go ahead.
N7KC to KD7ZYM. Let's go on to James, WW7N.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Just wanted to say, Lee, we need to coordinate ahead of time. If we know Ron can't Skype you in, I don't know any reason why I could not Skype you in. I think I could do that. So anyway, let's coordinate in the future on that. Gary, I'm glad to hear that your business is booming right now. That's always good news to hear that. Okay, now I've changed my lighting a little bit. Now I'm a little washed out. So I guess I've got to figure out some halfway in between the two states. Either I'm too underexposed or too overexposed. A metaphor of my life, no doubt. Well, anyway, by the way, I'm sorry to hear that Ron's attending a funeral. I'll have to pass on my condolences when I see him. Just so everyone knows, Ron and I have not been able to connect yet to get that form signed and sent in to the ALRL. But that's still on the list of things to do, and we still have time to do it, so there's no administrative concern in regards to the site or operation of the site or anything. I did check on that. So, by the way, that's because it's a renewal, so we do have a grace period here that I don't really want to get into, but if we did go over a little bit, then we'd still be all right. Anybody has comments on that, let me know. That was my interpretation of the regs as currently published. So anyway, this is WW7N, and let me pass it back to Dave.
WW7N, from what I'm seeing on the internet, we could probably nickname you Marshmallow Man after that last visual that was going there. So let's go to Jim, N7QO.
N7QO. Well, let's see. We've got a good turnout now. I haven't said good day to everyone. Dave, Jim, Bob, if you're still there, Lee, and now Gary, good evening to all. Thanks for participating. Good to hear you out there, Lee. Sorry you were having problems. Yeah, lots of glitches regarding everything anymore. I don't know what it is. But, let's see. Jim, yeah, as far as turning the 1.2 transmitter on, we went for a couple of years, and it was on a timer where 10 minutes before the beginning of a net, it would automatically turn on, and then 10 minutes after the scheduled end of the net, it would turn off. But then it got out of sync because we didn't necessarily adjust that for when the times changed from standard to daylight savings time or vice versa. But then lately, for some reason, that is just not an existing function anymore. So apparently someone needs to turn it on and off manually. But it certainly helps. Thank you for getting that for me. Let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, I don't know about Skyping in there. Don't know if any magic was performed. Maybe Lee would have some ideas there, Jim, if there's anything different that you need to do other than just handling it as a normal Skype call and putting up your computer screen on the television. Don't know. Well, Gary, yeah, I see you maybe a tiny bit better than normal. Things are looking good for most of us. Reset. Gary, things are looking good for most of us, but Dave is still having some problems receiving the 1.2 tonight. It was working, he said it was working for a while, but then it's not. So, I can tell you what we used to call them when I was in engineering school, but I don't think I can say it over the air. But anyway, back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
In 7QO, what I'm seeing with streaming video, you can make out your face. It's about a P2 picture, and your ID comes up almost like a P3. So that's you're making the round tonight, but I'm not seeing anything coming across on 1.2. Let's go to Gary, K7HYB.
87ZYM in the group, K7HYB. Yeah, the latency is really on top of it tonight. I'll tell you what, I was really surprised. But let me close an application here. There we go. And we'll get back to the face shot here. I am not getting anything, not even sync bars from the 1.2 gig repeater from the output, and I don't quite understand about that. That's kind of surprising. Usually I get something here, but kind of odd. I don't know if the repeater is turned on hard or not. Somebody might fill me in on that. And Lee, you've got a grand stream out there. I don't know why the heck you don't get it programmed. Of course, I should be the one to talk. I've got it set up here, and I just don't have it pointed at the site at the moment. Like I said, one of these days that priority will come around, and I'll get to it. So that's the way you really ought to go, is you ought to get your grand stream running again. Then you wouldn't be holding Toronto 15 to, or anybody else to Skype me in. Get in as good like James. Jim, your picture is not too bad tonight. Mine is a skosh better than normal. You can almost recognize me. That's something wrong there. Anyway, the weather, let me drop it here. The weather out here is, it's drizzly in my hometown. It was around, it got up to about 72 degrees today, around 3 o'clock, and the current temperature is about 58 degrees. Somewhere around in there. That's what it said, 84% humidity, and no wind to speak of. And got about 1/100th of an inch of rain in the last 24 hours, and about a tenth of an inch in the last hour or so. So, oh well, all right. What are you doing to me here? Anyway, it's not working very well here for me. So that's my weather report from this site. And yeah, one of these days, somebody will pay me some money and get rid of their gear here. But it's been busy. Like I said, I'm doing the table dance around the floor here. I got so much equipment standing on the floor. I got to be careful so I don't step on something, a screw that I lost or something like that. So I had to run a vacuum cleaner in here today, and I had to be sure that I didn't get anything stuck to the vacuum that needed to go into one of the sets I'm working on. So anyway, that's my theory from this shot, and I don't exactly know what's going on. I really wish we could figure out what's up going on the 1.2 gig side. Back to you, Dave, for this go around. 87ZYM, K7HYB.
K7HYB, this is 87ZYM, Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net on the 08 machine. So let's move way up to the top again, where Lee now is leading the list.
Did you call me, Dave? I'm 7KC. I seem to have I got a lot of stuff going on here, and I've got all kinds of noise on my echo link, and some's kind of goofy. So I think I'll just check out, and see you guys another time in 7KC.
Here, KD7QKU. I'm waiting for my computer to come up. Can you hear me? KD7QKU, yeah, we got you now. Okay, well, I tried to transmit a picture, and it doesn't seem to go through the repeater. Is there a problem? I see your picture coming in on the internet streaming, but I'm not seeing anything on the RF coming out. By for a minute. Let's see if I can turn it on. Repeater's on hard, so
We see you, Ron.
Ron, we see you.
KD7QKU, yes, we see you, but we don't hear you. This is KD7ZYM. Oh, let's see, try and get a hold of Ron. KD7QKU.
don't hear you.
Little lunch and they were on their way, so I got to do one more thing and then I can put Leon. So go ahead with the net. Someone else, please, Dave. KD7QKU.
Oh, KD7QKU. Let's go to James, WW7ATS.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Ron, you were there and then you weren't on the 1.2 gigahertz downlink and then you were back again. Also, I think there was a period of time you might have been talking on the control. Not sure. And I believe Lee checked out. I don't know if he's still listening or not. I still see him on Echo Link logged in, but I don't know if he can hear me or not. So anyway, my condolences. I have a couple of ideas on how to clean out disk space on a Windows 7 computer that I think are fairly harmless. So sometime if you want to talk about that, we could do that sometime. So anyway, I see it's 8:42, so let's make sure we have enough time for everybody to get back in. There's my ID, and I'm seeing that just fine on 1.2 gigahertz downlink. And here's a picture where maybe I don't look quite so much like Marshmallow Man, I don't know. Anyway, this is James, WW7N. So let me turn it back to you, Dave.
WW7N. Here, I'll pop up a picture of me. Now, I'm seeing a return a little bit on 1.2. Not great, but a little bit. I'm beginning to think that something in my area is utilizing 1.2, which blocks it out, and that's why I'm not receiving during our net. But outside of the net, it seems to work fine. As I said, I tried it yesterday afternoon, and I had a P4 picture coming back, so that was looking pretty good. So we had James. Let's go on down to N7QO. Jim.
Thank you, Dave. N7QO. Well, don't have a whole lot more to say here. I know Ron needs a little more time to get set up. I don't know. I don't have anything else for now. Back to you, Dave, N7QO.
N7QO, I hear you there. This is Dave. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. So let's go to Gary, K7HYB.
KD7ZYM of the group K7HYB. Well, I'll keep it short because if Ron was successful in getting Lee reined in here, eventually he'd like to have a shot at it. And I am seeing the sync bars now. And this is not unusual for me on 1.2 gig side on a rating day. It doesn't it doesn't come out too terribly well. So anyway, I'll make it short here and let Ron have a shot at it if he can get Lee reined in there. Back to you, Dave. KD7ZYM, K7HYB.
K7HYB, KD7ZYM. Oh, let's go up to Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, we were in 7KC in Port Angeles. Well, Ron's got me patched in here, and there's a little delay. Let's see if I can. I've got a picture here of a chord. There it is, chord concert piano. There it is. it's kind of, the video has been better. Anyway, Paula's mom died a couple of weeks, well, she died on the 1st of May. And then we've been, last Sunday, her brother and sister came to town, and Paula's the executor, so they executed the will, and everybody took what was bequeathed them. And her mom gave me her Korg concert piano. It's electronic, but it's full velocity keys, full radio keys. Outrageously nice. It was really nice. It was very, very expensive at the time they purchased it a few years ago. And I altogether it's probably still worth a lot of money. Well, I don't play the piano, neither does Paula, but my boy does. He lives in New York, and he's very good. And I think Grandma gave it to me so that Aaron would have something to play when he comes to visit us. However, I've decided that why not give it a spin? So I'm going to get a level 1 adult beginner's piano book. And I noticed YouTube's got lots of that stuff too, and I'm going to see if I can do anything with it. Anyway. So, I don't have much else said, and I forgot to start my timers. I don't know how far I am into my time. So, anyway, so Ron's home, and now, and Gary, you're right. I should have the grand stream going, but you know, it's all loused up, and something happened to my website and all that. So, anyway, one of these days. In7KC, Lee in Port Angeles. I'm here courtesy of Echo Rick and the KD7QKU, his Skype machine. Back to you, Dave.
M7KC. Let's see if we can bring up Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Well, good evening. How did it go? I guess Lee, James, Gary, Jim, Dave, something like that. And I'm here now. Well, the funeral this afternoon was at 2:30 in Bothell. And of course, Joanne knew everybody. I knew a couple people. And so we spent a long time there. And then Joanne's sister went over to Norway and brother-in-law, so they couldn't attend the funeral, so their daughters came. And so we had a nice visit with them, and then they suggested they could stop by, and so they stopped by, and so we picked up pizza. I never seen traffic so bad. So it was kind of normal on 405, but we got off to go to, I guess you would say, Woodinville, and came down 148 because we wanted to get pizza. And the traffic was horrible, horrible, horrible. Just stop and go. Taking us hours to get home. Every street I tried to go down was the same way. I don't know what to deal with. I don't know if it's just that time of night, because we're not normally out at that time. And I can't imagine traffic like that every night. Oh my goodness, if it was, it would just be pathetic. But anyway, we finally got home and got the pizza cooked, I guess it is, and ate it, and then the girls went on their way home, and then here I am. So anyway, it was kind of a nice day when we left this afternoon, but it's rainy out here now. I got 59 degrees, and I've had 400ths of an inch of rain today since it started this afternoon. And it's nice to see everybody, and what else? I don't know. We talked about cats when they were there. Seems like everybody has a cat. So. Our cat, by the way, was sick. Maybe Lee didn't know that. We had to take her to the doctor. She was had hairballs or something. She was constipated and throwing up. She's been throwing up for 2 or 3 days. So we've taken her over and got her fixed up. And it's sort of starting to get back to normal now, I hope. All right, back to Nick, 87QKU.
KD7QKU, thanks for bringing Lee aboard. We were able to see his pictures quite well this evening. Again, I'm getting a little bit of a flash coming back on 1.2, but I see a solid picture going up at 434 this evening. So, I'll eliminate that, and we'll go on to Jim, N7Q. I'm sorry. We're going to go to James, WW7ATS.
Okay, this is James, WW7ATS. WW7N. And I'm glad that we could get Lee on here. Let me get an ID up. Here's an ID. And there's hopefully a picture that's a little better exposed. That's not too bad exposed. Anyway, I'm glad to hear your cat is doing better. I know as those family pets practically become just members of the family. I met my neighbor's brand new cat the other day, and it's just still a kitten, although a very, very large animal. I can't imagine how much bigger it's going to get. And it was just wanting to be friendly with everybody. I guess that's just what they're born and bred to be, is everyone's buddy. And then your comment on traffic, anything north-south. No, Ron, that's pretty much the way it is. It's either bad or there's an accident, in which case it's even worse. So I don't know what you experienced tonight, but my cell phone, it's an Apple 5S, has a traffic map application, and I got stuck traveling from Tacoma to up here back to Bellevue on it was, I believe, a Saturday in addition to several other exit closures. And the application very accurately showed where the traffic was just stopped. And, of course, it has a little button on there, a little blob on the map that says, "You are here." Yes, I know that north-south, essentially coming into Seattle in the morning and then exiting out of Seattle in the evening. It's always bad now. I don't think there's a non-bad time. So anyway, this is WU7N. I guess I will turn it back to net control. Take it away, Dave.
WU7N. Now we go to Jim. N7QO.
N7QO. Thank you, Dave. Well, let's see. Ron, my condolences. Glad your cat is feeling better. Lee, that's a cool-looking instrument. I have always aspired to play the piano. I always wanted to learn that from a youth, and somehow it never happened. I certainly keep too busy to make an effort at that now. But yeah, that looks good. Condolences there as well. And looks like you've got something worthwhile there. Jim, you mentioned something about Windows 7. I don't have a Windows 7 machine that needs any doctoring. Having said that, when my machine switched itself to Windows 10, I kind of cursed it for quite some time. I've preferred Windows 7 by far over Windows 10, and it seems like Windows 10 is maybe backpedaling to become Windows 7 again, or at least a little bit. But anyway, that reminded me that you sent out a message, a little warning, as you will, regarding scams for people who want to keep you on Windows 7. I believe it's after reset. I believe it was after Windows 7 support stopped, if I remember correctly. Thank you for that warning. I have not yet received any, but I am sure that I will. I am overflowing with messages from people who want to do something. I don't know, just all these scammers out there. Anyway, thanks for that. And back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
N7QO, this is 87GYM, and this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. Let's see if I can get a picture up here again. The internet is stalling at my place, but I'm seeing coming back down. At this point, James got a still picture up, but not connected, and it's not seeing it on 1.2, and I'm not seeing myself on 1.2, so I'll cut that off. So let's go to Gary, K7HYB.
KD7ZYM in the group, K7HYB. Well, we're getting towards the top of the hour, and so I'm finally starting to see some sync bars from the repeater. That's encouraging. Means it's still transmitting. That's good to know. And I really don't have too much of anything else. Like I said, I got plenty of work here to do. I'm going to get back to finishing up. I got one job here I'm going to try and finish tonight and give the customer a call around, let him know it's ready to come home, and maybe get a hold of a couple others that up to this point have ignored my telephone calls. So anyway, pretty soon I'm going to sell it for charges. One of them I think is going to end up being sold for what time I have in it, because the guy has made it clear he doesn't want it back. I don't know why. $700 worth of product, and he doesn't want it back. So I don't know. It's strange. People think strange ways. Whatever. Okay, well, I'm done for tonight. I got in late, but it's good to hear everybody. Jim, you're looking good. James, as always, you're doing pretty decent yourself. And one of these days I'll put it in picture looks like Dave's or Ron's. One of those two. And hopefully it's on RF rather than Grand Stream. Grand Stream is going to be an interesting thing to work with, but I would rather do it the real way. Anyway, back to you, Dave. 73 stall, Kilowatt 7 Hotel, Yankee Bravo.
K7HYB, Gary, we got your 73. Thanks for that. Let's go back up to Ron, KD7QKU, and Lee, M7KC.
Okay, this is KD7QKU. Well, Jim, M7QO, your picture's a little better tonight. I can actually make you out. So it's an improvement over the last few nights. My niece, when she was here, one of them, Sarah, was saying that she gets these calls about her computer has a problem and they want to fix it. She says she plays with them. She tells them, oh boy, okay, well, darn, hang on, let me go get my computer turned on. And so she says she goes away for a long time and comes back and says, oh darn, she said, my son must have taken the cable that connects it to the wall. She said, just hang on, I'll go try to run him down and get it. So then she's gone and gone and gone and gone. Then she finally comes back and says, no, I couldn't get him. Can you call me back tomorrow? Because I really want to get this fixed, and I'll have the cable tomorrow, and then we can work on it. And so she said they'll call her back the next day, and she'll say, oh, darn, hang on a minute, I got to go see if it's in his room. And she comes back 15 minutes later, said I couldn't find it, and I'll get it for tomorrow. Can you call me tomorrow or tonight or something? She says she just has the greatest time with it. So anyway, let's go over to Lee. Maybe he has a great story to tell us.
Gosh, Lee doesn't have any great story to tell. In 7KC and Fort Angeles, well, I noticed that we're just about past 9, so I'll say 73 guys. Yeah, it's nice to get Ron in here, but Jerry, Jeanette, and nonetheless. So we'll see you guys down the pike in 7KC, Port Angeles, back to Jeanette.
In 7KC, we got that. Let's give James a spot here, WW7ATS.
Okay, well, Lee, if that looks like an incredible piano you have, we're going to stay tuned. so to speak, to see how that comes. I tried, let's see, piano, guitar, percussion, and bells was a... And being young, maybe a lack of focus. I would have done fine if it weren't for those things. Didn't really ever take off, but I guess sometimes it's the effort that counts. 73s, everybody. This is James, WW7ATS in Northeast Bellevue.
We got you there, James, and a final from Jim, M7QO.
Good night, all. Thank you for participating. Catch you all next net, N7QO.
Thanks for that, and a quick hit from Gary, K7HYZ.
I'm done. Good night, James. Good night, Jim. Good night, all. We'll see you later. K7HYB clear.
Thanks for that. And this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. We'd like to thank the owners and operators for allowing us to use the 08 machine for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Airs on Saturdays and Wednesdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. So I'll be signing off now. Again, thanks to the CTAC Repeater Group for allowing us to use each on this machine. So good evening all. It's 21:02. This is Dave, 87GYM. Good evening all.
Turn it off.
N7KC disconnected.
KD7QKU, WU7S.
Are you calling, James? KD7QKU.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't conflicting with each other. I just shut the repeater off.
Okay, that's fine. Good. And you mentioned that, Windows 7. I guess that was for my benefit.
KD7QKU, WU7M. I'll send you a link on email. Three really simple things. I don't think it's really going to solve your problems based on what I told you, but it can't hurt, I don't think. So I'll send you that link, and maybe you can give that a shot and see what you think.
Okay, thank you. I'll take a look at it. So I guess I'm clear on your final, KD7QKU. Thanks.
Okay, this is WE7N, clear on the 147080, courtesy Echo Link, 73 Golf.
WU7N disconnected.